Welcome to Connected Leadership. I'm your host, Kimberly Dinville, the founder of Comet Leadership Development. My passion is helping others to develop their own leadership style and skills. Whether it's through one-on-one mentoring, writing, or speaking to groups of people, I love to discuss topics related to leadership and people management. We believe that anyone can be a leader, whether you're a people manager or not. We want to help you build the skills that help you connect and motivate people so they can reach their full potential. Thank you for joining us today, and let's dive in. The readers of my site and people who have talked to me about leadership philosophies know that one of the fundamental principles I discuss is the importance of creating a connection. The work environment is frequently focused on outcomes, and it becomes easy to just follow the daily pattern and lose sight of this very human aspect of leadership. While it's important to spend regular time with your employees to ensure that they are meeting objectives, following through on commitments, and to help them knock down whatever barriers they are facing, it becomes far too easy for many to become too focused on discussions about KPIs and projects and overlook the things that actually keep teams together. Connection. In among the discussions of what people are doing, it's important to pause and ask how people are doing. This becomes increasingly important as many companies are attempting to do more with less. They become more global in their reach, and virtual discussions are replacing in-person conversations. As leaders, we must periodically step back from our regular one-on-one meetings with our employees and say, today, I don't want to talk about projects, metrics, or whatever general work is going on. I want to know how you are doing. Are people stressed? Are they feeling confident, stagnant, distracted by home events? While many of these things may come out during those casual hallway chats in between meetings, dedicating the time to this conversation reinforces the importance of human connection and emphasizes your care of others to your team. I'll admit, the first time you hold one of these discussions with a team member, you may be met with a pause and confused blinks at first, particularly if they haven't had a leader who has done this in the past. But as with everything in life, if you make this a regular practice, it becomes easier and more natural for everyone to have these kinds of chats. For my regular staff meetings, I dedicate time in my calendar at least every other week, sometimes more frequently, for my employees to speak to me one-on-one. This is their time to speak to me about anything on their minds, where I am dedicating my attention to them and not to a group of people at once. Because of the nature of our environments, and because people like to show their boss how well they're handling things, most of the time these meetings become discussions around projects or hiring, performance metrics, or issues they are encountering that they feel need my attention. Some people talk with me freely when they are feeling stressed, tired, or when something exciting is going on, even giving status updates about themselves or their families at the beginning of our meetings when I ask, how are things going? With other people, they are so intent on business updates and their agenda list, they only share feelings if I take time to pause and specifically ask how things are going. Now, this is not the general pleasantry we often exchange at the beginning of many meetings. Hey, how's it going? All this little small talk, chit chat we've gotten accustomed to doing. Instead, it is a sincere question of how they are feeling, how they are coping with whatever stresses are present, or their general well-being. So periodically, with both of the groups of individuals I mentioned before, the ones who freely share information and the ones who don't, I like to specifically ask how they are doing, particularly if I know that they are in stressful times. Sometimes I hear things are well. They tell me about the positive things going on at home or good news from the team, and we spend a few minutes feeling good about the wins that have taken place recently. Other times, I hear the, well, if I'm being honest, not so good, boss. Within my teams, I've had the good fortune of close relationships where people are comfortable telling me about their outside of work stresses, along with whatever is happening in their daily job. Of course, it's natural in the early days of our reporting relationship that most discussion focuses on work. But taking the time to ask about and care about that personal connection has allowed me to foster discussions where I can at least be aware when stresses outside of work are mounting. People are, after all, not computers. You cannot 100% compartmentalize your life. The good or bad at work leaks into our personal lives, and vice versa. So listening for these personal life impacts helps me be a better leader. If someone is acting strangely or distracted at work, I may be able to attribute it to something in their personal life, rather than simply saying they are failing at a portion of their job. I can join them in celebrating life's happy moments and support them when things are difficult in either arena. I can't profess to be able to solve all of the issues brought forth, but together we spend the time clearing the air. We talk about the challenges. We work through strategies to address if it's something that we can tackle, or sometimes we simply share similar experiences for a sense of connection. Not only does this keep me aware of those that are being overburdened or someone struggling to meet a challenge, so I can perhaps intercede or provide support when it's necessary. It also allows my team to know that I am listening and I am available. It's this last bit that carries the most weight for me. To allow my people to feel that they can reach out on any topic, that their concerns are important to me. And even if I cannot help them solve their issues, I am here with them to work through it all together. That's all for this episode. Thank you for joining in and listening. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be alerted when the next episode comes out. If you want to get more detail on today's topic, or you want to check out our other material, please visit us at cometleadership.com. You'll find a series of articles, templates, and training material. You can also email me directly at kimberly@cometleadership.com. Thanks for listening and have a fantastic day.